What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for checking into today's video. Today's video is going to be a little bit different than some of the videos that we've been doing. Been doing a lot of the tackle making videos, been doing a lot of the on the water fishing videos. Today is kind of like a combo, I guess, so to speak. I'm going to be talking to you about some of the equipment that I've been using in my recent videos, some of the stuff I make myself, some of the stuff I don't make myself. So what I want to go through today is showing a few different rods that I've been using lately. I've been using the 6 Sense rods as of late. I switched all my rods over to 6 Sense rods, and I just want to show you what I've been using, what I've been having confidence in, what I've been pairing together, which reels I've been pairing up with which rods, and which baits I've been pairing up with which rods, so that way you guys can go out, buy this same stuff, and know that you're pairing up your equipment properly. So stay tuned, watch to the end. I'm going to highlight a few different rods for you in today's video, so stay tuned. This stuff's important. So the first rod that I'm going to be highlighting for you guys today is the 6 Sense Unicorn rod. This has become my favorite rod that I own. Super light, super sensitive. This is the 7'3" medium heavy action unicorn rod by 6 Sense. This is what I've been throwing my jigs on. I literally caught a couple fish on this jig and this rod today. I really like this rod. The 7'3" medium heavy, 10 to 20 pound, 3/8 to 3/4 ounce. I got it paired up with a Daiwa Tatula SV with the 7.3 to 1 gear ratio, and this has 12-pound test Seagar and VizX fluorocarbon. This rod is super light, it's super sensitive. The reel cast this jig a mile. This is a 1/2 ounce jig. I'll throw a 3/8 ounce jig on here as well. I'm gonna be getting in the 7'4" heavy action unicorn rod here pretty soon. This one, as soon as I got it, became my favorite rod in the arsenal. I highly recommend it. This rod comes in at 300 bucks, and then this reel comes in at about 200 bucks. This jig right here, these are one of the ones that I make myself, and this has the 6 Sense Jungle Craw skirt on it with a beaver style trailer on there. Been a good jig for me lately. Caught a bunch of fish on it, and I can't wait to get back out in the water and use this stuff again. I highly recommend all this right here. This unicorn rod has easily become my favorite rod in the arsenal. So the next rod and reel combo that I want to show you is my drop shot combo. This is the 6'10" 6 Sense Milliken series rod. It handles 8 to 17 pound test, but you could go down lighter than that. This is 6 pound test on here for this drop shot setup. I had a drop shot on here, but I lost the weight earlier today while I was fishing, so that's why there's no drop shot weight on here. But this is the Shimano NASCI reel. It's the 1000 series. I really like that 1000 series. I like those smaller profile spinning reels. A lot of guys like the 2500 series, but I've really come to like that smaller one. What I got paired up on here is the Berkley X9 braid, and I believe it's 12 or 15 pound, most likely 12. Another good braid for you guys is the Sunline, I think it's SX1 braid. I really like the high visibility colors because it really helps me to see that line in the water in case, you know, I have a little bit of a slack line. You can see it skip a little bit easier than just straight fluoro or some of your darker braids. I got it paired up with 6 pound test Sunline. That's my favorite drop shot line is 6 pound test Sunline. Other great brands are Seagar as well. I've used Trilene 100% fluorocarbon in the past. One of my favorite drop shot baits lately has been this KVD Dream Shot in the 4.5 inch or 4 inch version. It's really great drop shot bait. Got a lot of bites on it. It's a real small profile, so when the fish are real finicky, I think it's a bait that's definitely going to get you some bites. But overall, I've been really happy with this rod. Caught a couple fish on it already. Caught one on it today, but super sensitive. Gets those fish in the boat. No complaints. This reel comes in at 100 bucks, and this rod comes in at 119. So the next rod that I'm going to be talking to you guys about is the 7'3" medium heavy fast action Divine casting rod. Handles 10 to 20 pound test, 1/4 ounce to 3/4 ounce baits. I literally just got this rod. This is the first trip out, and I'm loving it. As you can see, I got a spinnerbait on here right now. I got this rod specifically to throw spinnerbaits with. I mean, you could do a lot more with it, but this was one of the rod that I really wanted to throw spinnerbaits with. I really like that 7'3" because I can bomb cast the spinnerbait. It's also short enough where I can do pretty accurate casts. Now, if you're doing real close quarter stuff, then you might want to pare it down a little bit more. I had a different 6 cents rod. It was a heavy action, and I just felt like it was just too heavy for me to really fish a spinnerbait as well as I would like. So when I got this one in, threw the spinnerbait on there, caught a fish on it today, and it's a soft enough tip to where you can really feel those blades working, so you can really slow that bait down in order to basically slow roll it as slow as you can while knowing that those blades are still turning. I like to throw no trailer hook. I like to put just a plastic little trailer on there. One of my favorite trailers to put on my spinnerbaits is the Swing Impact Kitech. Not the fat swim baits, but the Swing Impact. It's a little thinner profile. I like to put that on my spinnerbaits. This spinnerbait right here is one that I make myself. It has a real light wire on it, which I do think makes a difference with my spinnerbaits. Most spinnerbaits that you're gonna go out and buy are gonna have a heavier wire than this one does. You're gonna break some spinnerbaits, you're gonna bend them. They're not gonna last you as long as other spinnerbaits on the market, but I feel like I'm getting a whole lot more bites on a spinnerbait than I ever have before, and I really think it's based upon the light wire. I think that's the major difference, and I think there's something to the gold blades, but I can't specifically tell you what I think it is about the gold blades, but I do think they make a difference as well. And so far, super happy with these spinnerbaits. Make them with my dual molds, but I got it paired up with a 7.4 to 1 gear ratio reel. The only reason that reel is on here right now is because I didn't have a slower gear ratio reel to put on there. Yesterday when I was getting everything ready to go fishing, in the future I am gonna put a 6.3 to 1 gear ratio Corrado K, just like this is. I really like that slower gear ratio when I'm fishing a spinnerbait. It really allows me to slow down well. I think you could also throw some crankbaits on this rod as well, and that slower gear ratio is definitely gonna help me out as well. This rod right here comes in at $200, and this Corrado K comes in at $179. This rod and reel combo, I'm really happy with it. Caught a couple fish on it out today. I honestly, when I first was getting into the 6 cents rod, I wasn't real sure how I was gonna like these EVA grips on here, but I'm loving it. The EVA foam is really, really soft. It's really comfortable to have in your hands. Really recommend this stuff. I hope you guys have enjoyed getting to know a few of these different rods that I've been using a lot lately in my videos. I'm gonna try to do this kind of a video a lot more often after my fishing trips. They're gonna be separate videos than my actual fishing specific videos, because I don't wanna make them too long to where people lose interest and don't get to this stuff in the video. So what I'm gonna start doing is doing some of these types of videos after my fishing trips in order to highlight these specific reels, the specific baits that I've been catching fish on, because I want you guys to know what I'm using, so that way you can go out and buy this stuff yourself. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Drop a comment and let me know what kind of stuff that you guys would like me to highlight that you've seen in some of my past videos. Also comment in down below if you liked this video, and let me know if you have any questions that I highlighted today in this video. Thanks for watching this video. I really appreciate your time. I really appreciate you guys watching my channel. Please give me a thumbs up if you liked the video, and make sure to subscribe to my channel if you're new. So thanks again for watching. Really appreciate it, and I will see you guys next time. Later.